So we are now here, Dan and I, to give it to you your prizes so you can show everyone that you were the master formulator of the competition. So here's the lab coats. Daniel, can you please give it to them? So you have the logo,
now
your name.
You have the right to use the black.
It comes with the master formulator writing and also the trophy with the pharmacy name, so you can display for all your patients and doctors how good you are to compound your formula.
Thank you. No, congratulations.
We are very happy for you to participating. So, before we start, because they own the lab coat and the trophy, but also they had the time with the R&D, so they can go and maybe we can help them with their formulas and maybe give them more ideas about solutions and what they can do to increase their business, or maybe help them now on with their formulas. So before we go there on, do we have some questions for you? Are you okay to be answering some questions? Maybe our excited because public wants to know more about the competition and more about you two. So first of all, I'd like to know, I have here my questions, a little background about you, Madison, and tell me about you're a pharmacist, right? So when you graduate and why you choose compounding?
I fell in love with compounding first year of pharmacy school. I went to school at the University of South Carolina and graduated in 2014, so I've been in compounding ever since. I had the privilege of actually working with PCCA for a couple of years.
Yes, I remember that.
There about 3 years, and then I had an even greater privilege to come on and work with Keisha and Jasper, so it was really nice to get back into the lab setting and keep an eye on all my compounding skills.
Oh, that's wonderful, thank you. And you, Jasper, tell us, you opened the pharmacy, but what comes before and after, a little more about you.
Well, I grew up in a pharmacy. My grandfather started in 1932. And
that's nice.
And then when I grew up, I grew up counting empty capsules for fun and mixing certain medicines. I used to bring my bus stop traffic guard, used to bring him medicine every once in a while when he had a cold or something. So used to help him out. And then went to pharmacy school and graduated in 2002. And then I immediately went back to Beaumont and started compounding there. And they didn't do any prior to that. And so I worked there for 5 years and then came here and then opened the Woodlands Compounding Pharmacy in 2008.
And beautiful pharmacy.
Yes,
thanks.
We are very impressed with your pharmacy. So we can't wait to tour a little after the video.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, thank you, Jasper. So I have one more question for you, and this I think is the question everybody really, really wants to know about it. And tell me about how was your experience participating of the Formulation Challenge? How you feel when you open the box, how you feel when you were there and saw all the lab and everything that you saw in the hotel. How was the experience for you?
Like even before that, the competition that was organized, the groups that we were going against was very overwhelming to see who's all against us. And then
it was very good.
As the pressure mounted before kickoff, then you saw the chemicals, then you realize there's no powders, all liquid.
Yeah.
And then the brain starts going. And then when the clock hits, the hour is gone. I mean, it literally flew by. And it was intense. I mean, we were stopped constantly, to ask questions.
What can we do? We want to make you nervous. We want to make you nervous now.
Yeah, that's our job, right?
But it was great. We had a very good time.
Yeah, it was a really nice setup. I thought it would be weird being in like the hotel foyer area, but it was a nice space. It was very open. You didn't feel super crowded by the people that were watching. It was a lot of fun. I like that we kind of got to peruse the chemicals before we jumped in versus like having it curtained off or something. Probably would have like hyped the stress a little bit more. But you can start brainstorming and kind of jump in. It was a lot of fun.
See, we were nice.
Yes.
Nice and organized.
Yeah.
And tell us about it. You create the master formulation the day. You were the winner of the competition. So do you plan to maybe promote your formula here, or maybe talk with your doctors about what you created? What is your goal for the formula, since it was the one that everybody really liked it?
I still think about that formula because it came out so well. I mean, it was like whipped cream and very stable, and the texture was great. And yes, it needs to be marketed. It's just a very good.
Maybe the master formulation.
It came out great.
The winner formula of the competition.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, just throwing that together so quick. I don't know if we could do it again that nice.
It's going to be better now, correct? I believe it's going to be now you have all the powders.
Improve the formula.
Improve the formula.
No, I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for participating, and we are very happy you won, and hopefully this you bring more and more business for your pharmacy, you know, because they'll know how good you guys are.
Great.
That's awesome.
Do we get to wear these in next year's competition?
That's I'm gonna ask you. I don't know. Let's see.
Maybe, yes, why not? And
Maybe.
Would you like to participate maybe in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
You had fun,
Yeah.
because we want you guys to have fun. You know, it's a competition, but it should be a competition that we can enjoy ourselves, and hopefully that was the goal.
It's
Wonderful. So, congratulations again to you both and being the PCCA first ever Master Formulators. And now, Daniel, what's going on in November this year?
As we can see this year, we're gonna have the second one, the next one, the Formulation Challenge. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very, very unique. We are now start preparing, start to think what we're gonna do, what we're gonna make to make it unbelievable and very sensational program this year. And I think now we have the winner for the first one ever, and probably you guys are gonna be there too, correct? I don't know if they're gonna compete it again. We're gonna allow them to compete it, maybe.
We'll see.
Imagine like, hey, who is gonna be?
We're competing against.
But I'm just we are going to start all the process, and we're waiting for you guys to start to prepare yourself and to come to our international seminar and to join our Formulation Challenge. Always, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very nice, and we're gonna have another or maybe the same winner from last year. I don't know, but waiting for you all. Thank you.
Stay tuned for 2020 next Formulation Challenge competition. So soon enough, we'll add more information.
And
so you can
ready for to get the
Master Formulator
trophy and the
Formulation Challenge black coat. Yes.
See you there.
So see you next time in the Inside the Beaker.